Hello, this is Ryan Rexroad, tech trainer with Northwood Realty Services, introducing our latest program, Listen 360. Listen 360 is going to be replacing QSC as our consumer feedback program. And how this works for your buyer or seller is that after the transaction is complete, they get an email with a quick 2-question survey. The first question is, how do you rate your service on a 0 through 10 basis? And depending on how they rated you, there's a second follow-up question. So let's get started. The first thing that we have to make sure that we do is add our buyer's email address into SkySlope under contacts, or if it's a seller, make sure the seller's email address is under the SkySlope contacts. Then after that, what happens next is your office admin processes the pending sales to Profit Power. Twice monthly, Denise Harvey will run a Profit Power closed report and send that off to Listen 360. And after she sends that to Listen 360, surveys will automatically be sent out that evening. But on a side note, did you know for your seller or buyer to receive Pro Power at no cost to you or Listen 360, their email must be added into SkySlope when they are entered to activate these features for you? It's pretty simple how it works. After the transaction closes, Listen 360 is going to send a quick email to your consumer. For example, hi John, but that's going to be your customer's name. At Northwood Realty Services, we are 100% committed to meeting the needs of our customers. In an effort to monitor and improve customer satisfaction, we would like to provide feedback on our services. We will ask you to respond to 2 quick questions that take less than 30 seconds to complete. There's a little blue link for them to click below. Below that, it says, P.S. If we happen to rate a 9 or a 10, and you feel that we have proven ourselves worthy of being recommended to your friends, family, or business associates, there's a place to do that. Thanks again for your time and attention. Maybe they don't want to leave feedback for you. They could click the little link below that says click here to opt out. But below that link, it has Northwood Realty Services, followed by the agent's name, the agent's office address, and that agent's phone number. After they click the link to leave feedback, they get taken to this page. It says Northwood Realty Services, the agent's name. In this case, it is Melissa Hill, feedback request. Then the question that it asks is, how likely are you to recommend Northwood Realty Services, Melissa Hill, or that agent's name to a friend or business associate? Then you can see there's that scale from 0 to 10. Depending on where they rate you, it means different things, which we're going to touch on here in a second. So for example, if they rate you a 9 or a 10, they become a promoter. And after they become a promoter, the follow-up question is, what did you like about the service Melissa Hill provided? And they add their remarks about how wonderful you were. There's a little checkbox down at the bottom for them to check that say, it's okay to publicly share my name to promote Northwood Realty Services, Melissa Hill. Then after they leave their feedback, they click on submit at the bottom. It gives everybody who's a promoter, so anybody who's rated you a 9 or a 10, the ability to spread the word. So sharing your good experience with us is simple. Just click on any of the places you'd like to tell your friends or business associates about us. They have the ability to share that to Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or even by email. They could select any of those blocks and it will prompt them to share those on those websites, and they can click on finish. Here's just a couple examples of what the posts look like. So on Facebook, it has their name. I recommend Northwood Realty Services with the link. Twitter, there's a little link for them to click on, just says Northwood Realty Services, and they have the ability to click on that link and see the review. And finally down here, LinkedIn kind of looks like the Facebook post, so it's a clickable link also. After they submit their feedback, they get a prompt that says, thanks for your feedback. Northwood Realty Services would like to thank you for taking the time to complete our survey. Your thoughts are important to us and will improve with your feedback. Thanks for rating us so highly. It's great to know what we do is working for you. Your reviews will appear on your agent page of Northwood. You are able to also put them on your personal agent website or other websites if you choose to. But this example that we're showing right here has Wendy Wallace's page on northwood.com. You'll notice the button that says My Reviews. If you were to click on that button, or a client were to click on that button, it will take you to a page, and it just has information about Wendy Wallace and a list of all of her promoter reviews. So those are the people who have left 9s or 10s for her. If they were to rate you a 7 or an 8, this box appears. So 7 or 8 means they're passive. Then after they rate you a 7 or an 8, the follow-up prompt that comes up is, what could we do to improve? They thought you were mostly good, but they didn't feel like you were perfect. And after that, they get the thanks for your feedback prompt. But the last sentence of this one says, we're sorry you're disappointed. We're now looking into the details of your experience with us. Following that, anybody who rates you a 6 or a lower, those are considered people who are detractors. So they're not pleased. And the follow-up question of that is, how did we disappoint you, and what can we do to make things right? They'll tell their story, click on submit, and finally the follow-up sentence after they get the thanks for your feedback is, we're sorry you're disappointed. We're now looking into the details of your experience with us. And anybody who rates you a 6 or below, that feedback is automatically going to be sent to one of the managers for them to review. Listen 360 does have a website, and how you are able to see your reviews is if we go to this website listed down here at the bottom, that is app.listen360.com. And question we've been getting is, do you have an account? And yes, you sure do. So again, if we visit app.listen360.com, might want to write that down, type that into your internet browser. It's going to bring you into the login page of Listen 360. All we have to do is type in our Northwood email address, and the password is just Northwood, all lowercase letters. After you log in, this is a quick view of what the dashboard looks like. So you could see it kind of near the upper right-hand side of the screen, it will have the agent's name. Then there's a button right next to it that says My Profile. So if we click on the My Profile button, this page comes up so we can make sure our name, email address, and mobile phone number are in there and correct. You could also change your password again in the screen if you wanted to. And if we click on settings in the right hand side of the screen, it will take us to the publish your feedback page, and you're able to choose your level of disclosure. By default, we have it set to publish testimonials from your promoters only. We recommend leave it like that, so only the rave reviews, the best reviews are going to be published for you. Then also, there is an ability for you to make a button to tag to your personal agent website or another website if you don't have it through Northwood, where there's the HTML code and there's 2 different feedback buttons sizes. So there's a small one and a large one. You could ask your tech trainer. Your tech trainer can help you out with that. And this is just a quick picture of what the link looks like when it's added to your Northwood website. There's you can see in the bottom right hand corner there, a little feedback button, and they could click on it and it will take them to this customer testimonials page where it will have your contact information and a list of your customer testimonials. Also, under settings, we do have the ability to integrate this with Facebook. So if we click on settings, then Facebook integration. But to integrate it with Facebook, we have to find our Facebook ID. The easiest thing is to go to Google and type in find my Facebook ID. This findmyfbid.com is usually the first website that pops up. So we could click on that. We have to copy and paste our Facebook profile URL at the top of our Facebook page and paste it into here. And your Facebook personal numeric number is whatever number that appears there. Your tech trainers could also help you out with this if you need help, but it's basically find my Facebook ID, copy and paste the URL from the very top of the page, and click on Find Numeric ID, and it will give it to you. Then we could add our Facebook ID into this page here. Then we're going to click on Encourage Promoters and Passives to become fans after they leave feedback, and show customer comments on my Facebook page. And we are able to do that. And if we click on Show Customer Comments on my Facebook page, it chooses our default disclosure level, which is set at 9s or 10s right now. Agents are able to see feedback reports and see their reviews, so customer loyalty and voice of the customer reports. And when you're on this homepage, if you click on feedback in the upper right hand corner, it will bring you to this page of reviews by default. And you can notice there's also another settings to the right hand side of the screen, but it'll say any of your Listen 360 reviews, your total reviews, any unsolicited reviews, and that goes from the last 7 days, the last 30 days, the rolling year, or all time. We also have the ability to see all the invites that have been sent out. So your closed transactions, and you're able to see anything that is opened, unopened, clicked, filtered, or the ones that have left you reviews. And if we click on settings through this reviews and invite screen, we're able to edit your location information. So location name is your name, the agent's name. The external name, we're going to leave that as Northwood Realty Services. Phone number, put in your phone number. Your website, you could put in your website if you have one. Your Facebook ID, your Twitter ID. To the right side of the screen, your office information, your office address, and that is under location settings. And we're going to leave this disclosure level at show only promoters. And the promoters, again, our 9s and 10s. And Listen 360 can help you boost your online star rating by making it easy to link with Yelp or Google Plus if you have either of those accounts. It's not mandatory to have a Yelp or a Google Plus, but it's just an extra feature if you choose to use that eventually. And you would create a Google Plus account or a Yelp account and paste the information into the review sites under promoter invitations. And the example email that will go out after they leave their initial review that requesting them to post to Yelp or Google Plus would be, "Hi, it's the consumer's name. Thank you so much for your wonderful feedback below. Posting your great experience would help us spread the word to others in our community. I've tried to make this as easy as possible by including your original comments below and a link for help if you need more assistance." There's the link below that makes it easy for them to share on Yelp or Google Plus. There's little step-by-step guides on how to post to Google Plus and how to post to Yelp. And that's Listen 360 in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact one of your tech trainers. Thanks for watching.